this bill to keep the government, to reopen the government, will obviously get signed, but that includes a 2-week continuing resolution just for DHS funding. There seems to be a little bit of an impasse in terms of what the Democrats are asking for and the Republicans' willingness to accept that stuff, which includes, in part, masks for ICE agents or cameras for ICE agents. Can you give us...
what are you doing, dude?
I have to ask. There are a lot of people who don't have faith that even when Democrats put down their red line issues, that the Democrats are going to abide by it. And we've seen other instances in the past where Democrats have caved, even though they had imposed their red lines, like with ACA funding, for example. So, is there a commitment that you can give that on certain issues, that DHS funding won't be given unless those demands are met?
I'm not going to vote for any additional ICE funding or unless we get some reform. It's as simple as that. But I also would just ask, for some folks to realize, and again, I come from Virginia, we got a lot of federal workers, we got a lot of... When you shut down the federal government, who you really hurt? You're hurting federal workers who may or may not get paid at the end of the day. And the thing that completely makes me a little crazy when I hear from somebody called, let's shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. The very same folks who are being discriminated against in Minneapolis and elsewhere on these ICE raids are often the people who are the contractors, because the people who clean our federal buildings, the toilets, the people who do the jobs,
goddamn river.
They're all contractor jobs now. If you put that person out of work for a month, they get no reimbursement. And I just hope as we think about, all of our threats, and I stuck all the way through on the healthcare fight. The healthcare was important enough, but there is sometimes a cavalier attitude about shutting down the government. That's not gonna harm folks, or it's not gonna...
All that for a fucking hippo.
But frankly, federal workers are disproportionately, especially after Doge, on our side. So we're going to stick to it. And do I think that Republicans are going to give on everything? I'm not counting on it. And I think we have to keep the pressure on. But again, I go back to, we shut down DHS. Let's have it. But God forbid we have a challenge at the airport when TSA agents aren't being paid.